lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name's Kirsten and this is where I art and craft, and today we've got a Margarete Miller, and this week's prompt is anything from the grocery store. So I kind of went and I had a look at the stuff that was currently sitting in the pile of things that can be recycled, or it might end up here, and nothing had ended up here recently because I've been trying to kind of filter out and get rid of some stuff, and there was nothing really speaking to me out of the wrappings and stuff that were there. And then I suddenly thought, but I bought napkins. I love Pears. I would have Pears with everything and anything. I have Pears with meat, I have Pears with cheese, I have Pears with pears, I have dried pears, I have freeze-dried pears, I have pears, if you cook them up, you know, slowly in wine, either red wine, it's lovely, or champagne, and it just, anyway, I love pears. So when I saw these napkins, I nearly didn't buy them because actually they're not really a very good illustration of a pear, but there was something that kind of made me think actually they've got a vintagey look, so they'd be quite good in journals. And so I thought, well, this came from the grocery store, so I'm going to use this napkin. Oh, actually, that's a different pear. Oh, that's a nicer one, isn't it? And that probably fits better on that page. Or do I want to use that one? Because then I could maybe use it as two bits and put, oh yes, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's just cut this. And then I'm going to cut, and this is basically the reason why I'm cutting is because I'm going to cut here, and I want this cut as clean as possible. I don't want to have that as a, there we go. Right, so what I'm thinking is if I put that down first, then we can do some collage, and then I can put that, and it doesn't need to go exactly where it was before, but then I can put that back on top of it. And I might use some of these bits, I might use some of those bits as well, I might not. There we go. Let's put this down then. Put it down just there. And actually, I've just had a thought. Let's put that down. I've never had a napkin that's, these weren't expensive. If I'd paid a lot for them, then maybe I wouldn't have been surprised that they're so thick and that's separating. But they weren't expensive. They weren't any more dearer than any of the other napkins or anything like that. And I've had other napkins before that haven't been thick like this. So just putting a nice thick coat over so that that'll soak down into that, and that needs to dry. But what I'm thinking is I might just stick that down while I'm at it for going underneath that. So let's just put that down just now anyway as well. And I just thought, do I want it up the top? I'm just going to tear it as well because it's all, at the moment it's all, I think, there we go. Well, whether I want it at the top or not, I've now glued up the top, so it's going up the top. So I need to wait for that now to dry before I can do anything else, but I can pick out some pieces in the meantime, and I'll probably stick everything down with matte medium. Now I'm just going to go and clean this brush though in the meantime. Right, so that's kind of, I did actually finally get the heat tool out in it because it was taking so long to dry, but that's dry. And I love how this has gone. This has gone really like it's just a thing of paint. Somebody's just put a swatch of paint on there. So I'm really loving how that's worked out. Loving that. I've picked out some bits and pieces here. And because I couldn't actually put them down because it was wet, that's why I got the heat tool out. I kind of like, this is a rose leaf rather than a pear leaf, but I just like the fact it was a leaf. It's interesting, the orange doesn't seem to work. There, it kind of worked there, but it doesn't seem to work here. Let's take the orange away for a second. And then maybe I put the pear going in the other direction like that. Who said it had to go the direction? Oh, because it's actually, that's now, you can tell that's the wrong way because of the way it's been cut. But I could do it more. Ooh. Like that. I want to pull this down again though, don't I? Well, maybe I don't put that other bit in. Maybe that's the issue. Fitting that other bit in. Oh, but then, oh, maybe that bit goes in there then. No. Struggling here. Okay, that's slightly better. There's just something, I think I do need to do a bit of stamping there and a bit of stamping here. 1, 2. I also think that this is the wrong colour. I need something, but I don't want this. This isn't right either. But that's actually too much like that and like that. Maybe it's the leaf. Maybe I want to put the leaf there and put something else in. Or maybe I don't need something else in. Maybe that's enough. Now I'm wondering about this but the purple's just not right. But actually, do you know what? Maybe that's enough. But I do need some stamping behind. I've really a bit annoyed with myself that I stuck that down before I stamped. So, using the wrong scissors. If I put that in that shape there, it's not about rebuilding the pear. It's about there being something behind that so that I don't need to be worrying so much about hiding all that space. See, that's now what would be in a space before I put that there, but it just gives that whole, it gives more space to breathe for the whole thing because there's less having to hide a space. See, maybe I put that one underneath. Maybe put that one underneath that. Put that one on top. Put this one round 90 degree. Oh yes, now we're getting somewhere. Do we want that underneath that? I think we do want that underneath that. Ha! Now we're getting somewhere. Still want something stamped behind it, or do we want to put this behind it as more? No, I think I want something stamped behind it, and I'm tempted towards, do I want something stamped behind it? I'm wondering about numbers because of this. See, we've got a number here. Thinking more numbers. We also need a bit that goes round there. Like that. And then up there like that. That will do the job it needs to. But let's get a bit of washi tape. Stick that on there, like so, and then just put that so that stays in place there. And that stays in place there. And then I need to think what colour I'm going to use. Do I want to use Potter's Clay? Yes, I'm going to use Potter's Clay. Just going to use it. Right, so let's put this on a mount. Because when you're doing a mask, we want to make sure that it doesn't slip. So let's just put it on a mount. There we go. And let's do like that and give it a wee rock because it's on a mask. It's going to be a wee bit. Right. Oh, of course we've ended up with a little bit overprint at the top, but that's okay. Oh, you see, that's worked really well. I'm actually thinking now I might now try and mask another bit. This was going like that, wasn't it? So let's just put some matte medium. Right, and let's just use this matte medium to stick down this while we're at it. There we go. That'll need to dry, but I'm liking that. Oh, that's slightly squiffy, isn't it? Oh dear, I never noticed that. Oh, see, this is what happens. You can't mess about with napkins. Oh, look what I've done now. Right. Okay. That wasn't smart at all, but let's just... That's because there's glue stick underneath there. Oh, I can't believe I've just messed that up. Right, we can rescue it to that extent if we do. Oh dear, not if we keep pulling it up and making it worse. We can't rescue it. Ah, Kirsten! Oh, learn from me. Learn from me. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is I need to just walk away, and once it's dry, see what I can do to rescue. Right, this is the following day, and I let this dry overnight, and then I took this off, and in taking this off, bits of this have also come off. This bit here is also loose. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bit here and then put that bit back on, and then also put a bit of this up here just to kind of then complete it again. There we go. And then once that's dried, I'm then going to stick the 9 on, the 6 on with art glitter glue. And it won't be as it was in the beginning, but it will be. And I should have maybe just put this down a wee bit, but let's just try and get that stuck down better without then making a mess again. There we go. There we go. I might just put a layer over that. I'm wondering now if you remember, and I've just done it again, of course, it wouldn't separate from the underneath layer of tissue, and I'm wondering if that's part of what the issue was. But anyway, done it now. And as I say, we'll stick this down once this is dried, and then I'll let you see the finished result. Well, I've fixed it. So we have 2 extra bits of napkin in, and I've now stuck down this with art glitter glue. And I like it. I liked it more as it was before I messed it up, but I still like it. I'm still happy with it. So that's great. Number 12 is now done. Anything from the grocery store, and my anything was a napkin with one of the favourite things I like to buy from the grocery store, which is Pears. And if it's not Pears, it's fennel, which I'll just eat a bulb of fennel like a pear. Thank you so much for watching. There's a link down below to Margarete's video that explains the 50 art collage prompt, and from that you can also find the link to a sheet with the prompts on. You take care, keep crafting, and we'll see you very soon. Bye for now.